My Weird School Daze, book number 12. Ms. Leaky is freaky. Written by Dan Gutman. Pictures by Jim Pellot. Chapter 7. Fast Food. When I came home from school on Friday, my mom dumped the stuff from my backpack on the kitchen table like always. A piece of paper flew out. Come to the grand opening of Leaky's. Fast, healthy food for fast, healthy lives. $10 off with this coupon. And kids eat free. Ms. Leaky must have opened her own restaurant, my mom said. We should go there for dinner tonight. What kind of a restaurant is it? I asked suspiciously. The coupon says it's fast food, my mom said. Fast food? I love fast food. When my dad came home from work, we all piled into the car to go to Ms. Leaky's new restaurant. There was a big sign out front. Leaky's. My dad pulled the car up to the drive-through window. There was a big clown face with a hole where his mouth should be, next to the window. May I take your order? Asked the clown face. Tell the clown what you want, AJ, said my dad. I'll have a hamburger, I said. You should avoid eating too much red meat, the clown face said. It has a lot of fat in it. Can I get a hot dog? I asked. Are you crazy? Said the clown face. Do you have any idea what they put in hot dogs? Trust me, you don't want to know. How about some chicken nuggets? I asked. Don't even think about it, said the clown face. I slapped my head and looked in the window to check out the menu. It was hard to read the letters. I noticed there was a tree in the middle of the restaurant. That was weird. Well, what do you have? I asked. We have broccoli burgers, meatless meatballs, vegetarian ribs, McMillan, 10 kinds of tofu. Tofu, I said. I'm not eating food made from toes. Well, one of the kinds of tofu is no-fu, said the clown face. What's that? My dad asked. That's tofu with no toes in it, said the clown face. What do you have to drink? I asked. Protein shakes, soy shakes, vitamins shakes, wheatgrass shakes. Can I just get a soda? I asked. Are you out of your mind? Asked the clown face. That stuff'll kill ya. 1 can of soda contains 10 packets of sugar in it. You might as well just eat poison. How about a bowl of steam? It's 99 cents. No thanks, I said. I'm not hungry. Me neither, said my sister Amy. Oh, and we have apples too, said the clown face. We'll just have 2 apples, said my dad. Coming right up, said the clown face. That will be $1. Pull up to the next window. My dad drove up to the next window. There was a guy wearing a paper hat. My dad gave him a $1 bill. The guy reached behind him and pulled 2 apples off the tree. that was in the middle of the restaurant. He tossed them to my dad. "See, I told you it was fast food," said my mom. "Leaky's is the weirdest restaurant in the history of the world." Chapter 8. Sweets for the Sweet. My mom always goes grocery shopping on Saturday, and she always tries to get me to come along. "AJ, let's go grocery shopping," she said. "No thanks." "Come on, AJ," she said. "I'll let you push the cart." "Oh man, I want to watch TV, Mom." "I'll buy you a treat," my mom said. Sweets for the sweet. A treat. The last time I tasted anything sweet, it was that Twinkie that Ms. Leaky tried to grab out of my mouth. I hadn't had candy or cookies in so long, I hardly remembered what they tasted like. "Let's go," I told my mom. We drove to the supermarket. My mom parked the car and got out our shopping list and coupons. I went to get a cart and pushed it through the magic doors that open all by themselves. Those doors are cool. "Can I get my treat now, Mom?" I asked. "Not yet," she told me. "First, we have to do our shopping." Bummer in the summer. Shopping is way overrated. I don't know if you ever went grocery shopping with your mom or dad, but it is the most boring thing in the history of the world. We had to go up and down every aisle of the supermarket. I thought I was gonna die. All I wanted was my treat. When my mom buys a melon, she acts like she's buying a house. She has to feel each melon. She has to smell each melon. Then she has to shake each melon and listen to it. What is her problem? "It's just a melon," I said. "They're all the same." "I have to find the perfect melon," she said. I hate melon. Finally, after 1,100,000 hours, she found the perfect melon. We were finished grocery shopping. "So, what treat do you want, AJ?" my mom asked. I had been thinking about it the whole time we were shopping. At first, I wanted an ice cream pop. But I decided that an ice cream pop wouldn't last very long. Then I wanted a devil dog, but they come in boxes of 8, and I knew my mom would say I could only get one treat. Then I saw something at the end of the candy aisle. It was a giant box filled to the brim with candy. Just about every kind of candy in the world was in there. I led my mom over to it. "Okay, you can have one treat, AJ," my mom said. "Just one. I'll get in line. You choose your treat and meet me in the checkout line." I looked over the candy. Milky Way, Airheads, Mars bars, Twix, Kit Kat, Chunky, Mr. Goodbar, York peppermint patties, Reese's peanut butter cups, Mike and Ike, Atomic Fireball, Juju fish, sour neon worms, goobers, Laffy Taffy, Nerds, Sugar Daddy, Baby Ruth, Snickers, Kisses, M&M's, plain and peanut, Gummy Bears, Dots, Junior Mints, Milk Duds, Good and Plenty, Whoppers, Twizzlers, Dum Dum, Skittles, Butterfinger, Starburst, Crunch, Jolly Rancher, Sweet Pops, Tootsie Roll. I couldn't decide which one I wanted. Everything looked so good. I wanted them all. I thought and thought and thought until my brain was about to explode. Finally, I decided to get a Three Musketeers bar. I leaned all the way over. I reached out to pick up the Three Musketeers bar. I picked up the Three Musketeers bar. And you'll never believe in 1,100,000 years what happened next. A hand came out from under all that candy. It grabbed my hand. Ah! I screamed. It was the scariest thing I had ever seen in my life. It was like one of those movies where a zombie hand pops out of a grave in the middle of the night. But then something even scarier happened. A person was attached to the hand. The person came up from under the candy. And that person was Ms. Leaky. Ah! I screamed. Drop that candy bar, AJ, Ms. Leaky said. I dropped the Three Musketeers bar. She was still holding my hand. What are you doing here? I asked. Saving your life, she said. Do you know what they put in a Three Musketeers bar? Hydrogenated palm kernel, soy lecithin, corn syrup, artificial flavors. Finally, she let go of my hand, and I ran all the way to the checkout line to meet my mom. So, what treat did you choose? She asked me. I changed my mind, I told her. I don't want a treat. Chapter 9. Ms. Leaky is everywhere. That night I was lying in bed. It was hard to fall asleep. All I could do was think about candy, cookies, cakes, ice cream, and junk food. I just wanted to taste something sweet again. Then, suddenly, a light bulb appeared over my head. I remembered something. A few months back, on Halloween, I'd taken a Hershey out of my Halloween candy and hidden it in my closet. I'd known there would come a day when I would want candy after Halloween was over. I had forgotten about it all this time. Now, the Hershey bar was still in my closet. I could eat it now. This was the greatest night of my life. I got out of bed and opened my closet door. There's a lot of junk in there, but finally I found the Hershey bar. I climbed back into bed with the Hershey bar. I unwrapped the Hershey bar. It smelled good. I was about to take a bite of the Hershey bar when the weirdest thing in the history of the world happened. Miss Leaky jumped out from under my bed. "Ah!" I screamed. "Drop that Hershey bar, AJ," Miss Leaky said. I dropped the Hershey bar. She picked it up. "Why are you hiding under my bed?" I asked her. "How did you get in here?" "I climbed in the window," she told me. "Do you know the average person eats 22 pounds of candy every year?" "But well, if you'll excuse me," Miss Leaky said, "I need to go do some squat thrusts." I had no idea what a squat thrust was, but it didn't matter. Miss Leaky opened my window and climbed out. She was gone. I was still sitting up in bed when my door opened. It was Mom and Dad. "AJ, are you okay?" Mom asked. "We heard a scream," said Dad. "Miss Leaky was here," I told them. "She was hiding under my bed. I went to eat a Hershey bar, but she grabbed it out of my hand, and then she ran away." There, my mom told me as she stroked my head. "You were just having a bad dream. Everything's fine, AJ." "See," my dad said, "Miss Leaky isn't under your bed. It was just a nightmare." "No, she was really here," I insisted. "She ran away. She climbed out the window." "Sure she did," Dad said. "You go back to sleep, AJ," said my mom. "In the morning you probably won't even remember that this happened." "Oh, I'll remember. I know what I saw. Miss Leaky was hiding under my bed, just like she was hiding under the candy in the supermarket. She was following me. She was watching my every move to make sure I didn't eat candy, cookies, or junk food. She probably put a GPS in my brain so she could track me." Miss Leaky was everywhere.